I have a very vague memory of the first time we had to run away from Liberia, which was the time we had to get on a helicopter and get out of Liberia. But this time around, I remember standing on the balcony and thinking, oh my gosh, like this is going to be my last time here. I had like an internal feeling where I knew like this was it. So I'm looking around, taking it all in and knowing and know I was never going to see this place again. And we had to leave like, they had charter flights for all Lebanese families. So we left, and that's how I moved to Lebanon.
How old were you when this
I was
happened?
around 10 years old.
10 years old.
Yeah.
And so you moved to Lebanon, and since then up until now, you've been living in Lebanon most of your life,
Most
right?
of my life, yeah.
So do you feel at this point in time any connection towards Liberia?
For sure. There's always a connection. I mean, I had the best childhood of my life, you know. When I think of Liberia, it's like a very fun time, very international time. Like we were raised with people from all over the world, much more so than than what I have in Lebanon, or what I was like, you know, around in Lebanon. So I'm very grateful for that opportunity. And then we had summer all year long, because I was born in November, right? But November for me was like summertime. And then we'd spend like school, which is like summertime, 9 months, and then we'd come for summer again in Lebanon. So I never had something called winter. And so I remember the first time I came to Lebanon in the winter time, and then they're like, we're going to go to the snow. I'm like,
there's
okay.
snow, yeah.
Like snow.
What is this?
Do I want to see snow? Yeah. So
have you never been back to Liberia since?
I went back in 2008.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, and the thing is, 2008, and then before that, I was like, I remember when I was 14 years old, it had been 8 years since I had seen my mom. Yeah.
8
yeah,
years.
It took that
Wow.
long. So this is the first time I actually say this on air. But
Wow.
yeah. So when my mom moved to the States, there were like a lot of problems, because usually Liberians it's easy for them to get like visas to the States. And she went there on a visiting visa, but you know, like she overstayed like a lot of people do.
Yeah,
But then she
yeah.
eventually ended up getting the citizenship and all
That's
of that, because
great.
it's easier for Liberians to do that. But throughout that time, I couldn't even like get a visa to go visit her, and there were like some problems going on. And I remember like I had to go to Liberia, and she was coming as well, and I was thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm about to meet my mom right now. Like it was weird, because back then there was no WhatsApp, no video calls. We used to send each other like tapes, like
Wow.
for
No
me to hear
way.
her voice. Of course, like
You'd
touchy
call every now
phones.
and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember the tapes thing was a really big thing, and also letters. And she was one of the people who made me really love writing letters. So up till now, like whenever I visit her, I leave her a note or a letter around, like she'd find it. And so I was thinking, and the thing is, we had a really strong connection, even though we were like really far apart. And I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm about to meet my mom. Like, will I feel this mother-daughter connection? Would it be weird?
Would it be awkward?
Would it be awkward and stuff like that? And so I was waiting for her at the airport. And as soon as she came out, like from the gate or whatever, and I'm looking at her, and then she's looking at me, and we're like crying. It was like such an intense moment as well.